We're having a big discussion globally about um, African Americans having representation in the trailer
Hmm.
as actors. You know,
Okay.
so we're having a big discussion about that now. We're trying to figure out how to level the playing field, but you have to be well versed in everything you do. You just can't be the king of or the queen of a silk press. You got to be able to maybe cut an afro. You might be able to, you got to know how to put up a French twist. And I'm not talking about the French twist from the 80s or the 90s, you know, might be that one from the 60s and 70s that started really narrow in the back and then came up, you know, or, you know, you got to make sure that it's not this tall. It may be only this tall, you know.
Right, right.
No. So I mean, you got to be well versed in everything, and you got to have a lot of stuff, and you got to be able to listen. And if you don't know, ask somebody. When I have a challenge, if I think of like I give you a situation. I was doing on Black Panther, and I had to do a stunt double. Yeah, it was a stunt double, and the stunt double, they're not going to see the face; they're only going to see the silhouette. So the principal had longer hair in the front, but in the back it was kind of long. It was a Caucasian actor, so it kind of stringy in the back. Well, the actor that they sent me the picture of, the stunt double, whole back of his head was cropped really close. It's like, oh, really, y'all? Come on, why y'all gonna do this to me tonight? So I had to think quickly about how to solve this problem of him not having hair. And I gotta have all this stuff also in my trailer. So I thought about it and I was like kind of at my wits end. But whenever I get into a problem, I always think like I'm like, okay, I can call Charles, or I can call Taylor, or I can call Vincent, or I can call Camille, or Nikki, like my friends that are in the industry. I'm like, listen, what do you need? What do I need to do? It's not about being so big that you're like, I know everything. Because I get the calls. People call me. But you think about things like that. But so anyway, I was thinking like, do I need to call somebody? And then all of a sudden I thought, okay, I got to get this to make it happen real quick. I had to go and he was a dirty blonde. And so I had to run up and I had to look in the cabinet. I had to pull out these boxes full of weave and, you know, find some tracks. And I had to cut the tracks up. And then the man had a bald spot up here. And I was like, you going to shave your head in the top? No, I'm not. So then I was like, oh my gosh. So then what ended up really happening was I had a man's wig, but it was cropped close in back. We glued some hair on the back of the wig. We put the wig on top and we shaved the bald spot out of the wig, and then we painted the bald spot flesh tone. All
Wow.
of that for him to go like this. That's how much you saw of him. And that was one of those times where I was like, okay, you get the weave out and start separating the tracks, and then I'm going to pull the wig out because the wig got to be washed and it's got to be, we got to start shaving it. I mean, it was a team effort.